Good morning, Stampers. It's Teppy Schwartzel with AridDesertDesigns.com coming to you from beautiful Anthem, Arizona. And I believe it's going to be a balmy 102 or 103 today. But that's okay. It gets down into the 60s at night, so that's kind of nice. Just a little bit of business to start off with. This is the current host code. Excuse me. This will be changing. It usually changes on the first of the month. But not to worry. If you decide to purchase something from me, if you go to my blog, the host code, the current host code will be on the right-hand side. And if you use this host code, don't worry about it. I can always get that switched around if something happens and you use the wrong host code. Not to worry. Again, if you decide to buy any of the products today, or any products for that matter, and you're going to spend under $150, please use this host code. If you spend $150 or over, don't use this host code. Stampin' Up! Will give you all kinds of goodies. Okay, we're going to get going here, and I'm sorry this is early, but was able to get into something that I really need to get to. One of the things we're going to do today is we are going to make a masculine card, and the products I'm using for the most part are from the January, June, and as you can see, my catalog has been well used. The January, June 2020 mini catalog, and I'm using the the Country Club Suite. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be retiring. The paper's retiring. The bundle and the stamps and dies are not coming back. The twine is not coming back. Hold on just a second. I just want to make sure this is recording and that you can see what's going on, or so I can see what's going on. And hopefully someday I'll learn how to actually respond to you guys. And there you are. Okay, we're up and running. Now, I went and double checked this morning, and I believe that this Absolutely Argyle 3D embossing folder will still be available. Now, and the elements are not available. But again, like I said, the dies and the stamps will not be here. I personally, because there are a lot of golfers in my family, just about all of us golf, I'm going to be keeping this set. Naturally, I won't be able to use it because it won't be available for sale. So, but, you know, if you fall in love with something, or you think it's something you're going to need, definitely keep it. Just keep it off to the side in another pile. Sorry. The Palo Verde, which is a beautiful tree, it's got green bark, but twice a year it blooms these beautiful yellow blooms, which absolutely drive my allergies insane. So I'm clearing my voice a lot and you know, trying to breathe sometimes. Okay, today's cards is pretty simple. We are going to be using soft suede as the base of the card. We are going to be using crumb cake for one of the layers. We are going to be using Night of Navy and Very Vanilla. Now, the Very Vanilla is a layer on the front of the card also, and it will be the interior of the card. Okay, so, and today I'm not going to show you the card. I'm keeping it all to myself. Okay, and let me get this stuff out here. And we will also be using some Stampin' Blends. We will be using the Country Club Twine Combo Pack. Again, that is leaving us. We will be using the Clubhouse Stamp Set, and we'll be using the Golf Ball. We'll be using the Happy Father's Day, and what's the other one? Oh, Rest and Relax. Okay, that's from, sorry about that. Why did I put that away? That is from the Timeless Tropical Bundle or Suite. Let me look that up. I think that's one I've got right here. Okay, with that particular suite, the suite will be gone, and the bundle will be gone, but the stamps and the dies will still be available. The Stays On Saddle Brown ink will be available. Everything else is gone. So I'm glad they're keeping that. I really, really like that suite or bundle or set. Sorry, I'm Miss Froggy Voice today. Okay, and then we are also going to be using Crumb Cake ink. Okay, so your base card is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. All right, and you are going to have a piece of Very Vanilla, which is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to, let's do all of our rubber stamping first. The inside sentiment is going, there's a little something on there, is I'm going to be using the Happy Father's Day, okay? And we're just going to stamp that. This is for the interior of the card. And try and get that in the center. Okay. And use my Simple Chamois to get that ink off of there, because I won't be using that again. Now, the other thing we used is the stitched shape dies. Say that a few times fast. Okay, this is what they look like, and I'm using the largest rectangle. Okay, so we did through the magic of video, I did a rectangle in the Very Vanilla and also in the Night of Navy. Okay, so that's already been done. Put that away. Okay, let's get that done. All right, put one of those there. And we're going to be using the sentiment, Rest and Relax, You Deserve It. And that, again, is from the Timeless Tropical stamp set. Again, we'll be using Crumb Cake. And I'm putting that at the top of my square here. Okay, and then we will be putting the golf ball underneath that. And this is what the golf ball looks like. Right there. And again, we'll be using the Crumb Cake. This is a very simple card. Quick and easy. And I kind of have to, I'm lining it up with the bottom. I know you can't see but I know where it's at. Okay, there we go. Let that dry a little bit because we're going to be using our Stampin' Blends on that. Very light coloring on this. Nothing too gaudy. Let that dry. Okay, then again through the magic of video, we're going to be using the 3D Argyle, and I used a piece of Crumb Cake for that, and the Crumb Cake is, let's measure this. The Crumb Cake is 4 inches by, 5 1/4, sorry. Okay. Now, this is this is the front where it has the Stampin' Up! And this line down here, and you can line your paper up with that line, and you know, like some of these have script on them, and you'll get a nice straight pattern across there. Now, one of the things I did is I used the back. This is the embossed side, and this is the debossed side. I just thought it would be different to go ahead and use that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this up. We have done all of our stamping, and I'm going to get my liquid glue and glue the back side. You know what? First, I'm going to glue my scrap of Night of Navy that I used with the stitched shape dies, and I'm going to glue that to the front of my panel. And I'm going to put it on the diagonal, pretty close to the top. And that looks pretty straight. Yep. Wow. That's a miracle. Trust me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to do a teeny tiny bit of coloring. And this is the Stampin' Blend, and this is the dark old olive, and I am also using the light soft suede. And again, there's not a lot of coloring in here, and I'm using the brush tip side. And what I've done is I've just gone underneath the grass, just made a little bit of grass down there, and then I'm just going and doing wisps of the grass. I'm not even trying to stay in the lines, just to give it a little funkiness. Okay, then I'm going to be using the light soft suede, and on that I'm going to be using the chisel side, and I'm just coming up underneath the ball. That's just to give it a little depth. There's a little rim there on the golf tee, and just coming down the side, so it just gives it a little bit. There you go. Okay. All right. So now we're going to we're going to glue this on with the liquid glue, and with this, we're going to put it on like that, square, where it's going to be squared up. And naturally, my glue doesn't want to come out now. Because it's so dry in Arizona, my glue closes up really fast. Ah, come on. There we go. Again, we're going to square this up, and I'm having a little bit of the blue come out from the bottom. Make sure it's in the middle. Looks pretty good. Okay. Now we are going to glue it to the front panel, again with the liquid glue. Didn't have to close that up, did I? And because you've got a pattern on here, you know, you've got mountains and valleys, you probably need just a little bit more glue. And again, I like to get it perpendicular to me. I just seem to be able to line it up better and try to get the sides and bottom the same. And then I pick it up and look at it, and it looks pretty good. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to put the sentiment in the on the inside of the card. Again, this is with very vanilla. Oh, look at that. It's not good. Okay. Okay. Now, the last bit is going to be, and let me close my glue up here, is we're going to take a piece of the navy twine and we're just going to tie a knot. Easy peasy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ends and I'm going to fray this. I think that looks neat. And I'm going to go ahead and with my zips, cut the other side. And again, fray that side. Oh, you know what? I used dimensionals on this, so on this last piece, so it would give it some depth. So sorry about that. That's what happens when I get into a rush. But at least you're not having to watch me tie a bow. When I'm in a rush, it's like, oh, it never happens. And of course now this is not happening, right? I can do this. All it is untwining the twine. Come on. Okay, where's my take your pick tool? How about this? We're just going to take my pick tool. There you go. New tip. Take your pick tool. That's how you do that. And that looks a little bit longer on one side. Yeah. Let's just trim it off to get it a little bit closer. And there you go. Now we're going to take our mini dot glue. And I'm going to take my take your pick tool and I'm going to roll this dot up a little bit so it's not as big, because I'm going to put that at the base of the golf ball, and I'm going to put the knot on the mini glue dot and roll it so it's hidden. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to get an envelope. Ooh, I don't have any very vanilla envelopes, so I'll show you on a Whisper White envelope. Sorry about that. I did not realize that. So now we're going to take our crumb cake ink and we are going to stamp the front of the envelope. There you go. It's all done. You know, I don't know. I thought about this and I'm not sure whether or not I wanted to put another embellishment on it. Sometimes, you know, with a guy, you know, I don't have anything masculine. I'm not sure. I'm not sure these copper stars would, and these are apparently staying on. Maybe we should put a copper star on there. Let's see what that looks like. What do you think? Huh? Any takers on the copper star? This is a Father's Day card, so he is the star. Let's just see. No, you know, well, I don't know. What do you think? No, I think I'm going to leave it. Like I said, this is a guy's card, so don't want to overdo it on the embellishments, especially the blingy embellishments. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'm sorry that this is early, but you can always watch the replay on Facebook, and I will have this up on YouTube tomorrow, and it will also be in my blog tomorrow. All the dimensions will be in there. All the links will be in there with regard to the products that I used. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call. If you need the new catalog is coming out. If you need a new catalog, please let me know. But I have to know by 11:50 Mountain Time tonight to get the great shipping with regard to the catalogs. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Stay safe out there and stay healthy. I really appreciate your time, and if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.